Stewart from Rocket Fuel. Today I will be interviewing Daniel Davis, a member of the Florida House of Representatives. Hi.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm just going to ask you a few questions
Sure.
so that way our viewers will be able to get to know a little bit more about you.
Sure.
First of all, can you explain to our viewers what you do and how you go about your day every day?
Well, number one, thank you so much for allowing me to come out and enjoy breakfast with you guys and to talk to some of the students. And I have to tell you, I'm extremely impressed with not only the conduct in the classrooms, but the subject matter that's being taught. It's really something that is in high need. And I work at the Florida Legislature as a state representative, and I'm also the president and CEO of the Jacks Chamber. So I'm very involved with bringing a lot of jobs to this area. And clearly one of the most important things that we should be working on is making sure that we provide a very skilled workforce for people that want to come into our community. And it really seems like this school is doing that.
Oh, thank you. Dealing with the House of Representatives, have you had any major goals that you would say stood out that you have accomplished with being involved with the representatives?
Yeah, sure. And basically, every year we go into a legislative session, and that's 60 days where we make laws. And the laws can be very helpful to help grow jobs. And one of the things I've really focused on is helping people obtain quality housing, because if people don't have quality housing, they don't have a quality of life. And the other thing that I've really focused on is an economic development aspect of my career in the legislature, and that would be to create jobs for people and make it easy for companies to come to Florida and open up business here. And so those are the two things that I've really focused on, because if people have a good job and shelter that they can be safe in, they can be very successful.
And it gets them going more for the long
Sure.
run. Yeah. Did you ever see yourself being where you are now? Like, what did you want to be when you were younger?
That's really funny, and you know, even when I was 10 years old, I thought I would run for office one day.
Really?
Which is kind of weird, because most people when they're 10, you know, hardly ever think about anything like
I
that.
want to be an astronaut.
Yeah. And so I'm blessed, and something that we talked about during breakfast was really to focus on where your strengths are.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody, anything that I can tell the folks that are listening, you know what your strong points are and what areas you're weak in. And I really have tried to focus on where my strengths are.
Yeah.
And that's people, relations, and trying to communicate and make life better for others. So that's something that I've been fortunate enough to have a job.
Well, that's great. Where do you think you see yourself in the future? Still being involved with the House of Representatives, or what?
Well, I'm not going to run for re-election. So I'm finishing up my term in the legislature, and I've been elected for about 12 years now.
Wow.
And so I'm kind of letting that move on, and I'm going to focus on my job at the Chamber, because clearly if we're creating jobs for people here in this community, we're affecting thousands of people for the good.
Yeah.
So that's something I really want to focus on.
That's good. And a little bit of tradition before we wrap things up, you know, quick little interview.
Sure.
I'm curious to know, what do you think about the school overall? Because I know you had a tour with Mr. Sell and the principal. So what did you think of the school overall?
Well, number one, Mr. Sell is a really good friend of mine, and it's just an honor to come back to the school and visit. I had the opportunity to tour a couple of years ago, and the growth and the quality and the opportunity that you provide the students is exceptional, and I think more people in this community should know about it. And so I'm going to do everything I can to help.
Awesome, thank you. And last but not least,
Sure.
Do you have any words of advice for maybe some of our seniors who are being graduating and going to college now they have to start deciding what they want to do with their careers and whatnot? So do you have any words of encouragement to them?
I think that I can offer 2 points that they could focus on. And if you do these 2 things, you will be successful. Number one, go into a career that you love. And number 2, pick the right friends to be around.
Yeah.
Because how many times I've seen people that have chosen the wrong career path, or they started hanging out with the wrong type of friends, and they become pretty much a loser and not successful. And it's critical to hang around the right type of people.
All right.
All right?
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.